I would never take singles to mean it's the entire album. Just like the new Eval stuff. Don't hear one song and be like, oh, my bullet belt fell off. Let's do a Q&A. So if anyone has a question, get it in the chat and I will answer them. And then it'll go on YouTube. Which song on the new album had the working title Xenomorph? It was... Hold on. Out of Sight. It was originally the first riff in Out of Sight. I wrote it. I think I wrote it after a Twitch stream because I was just jamming. And I think you, James, had been talking about Xenomorph, or someone was joking about Xenomorph. And I had to save the file, and I was like, what can I call it? Oh, Xenomorph, okay. So it does not sound anything like Xenomorph, I guarantee. But yeah. New Eval song called Out of Sight on the new album was originally called Xenomorph because of James. Will the entire album be in C-sharp tuning? No, it's varied. Satan McCool, thank you so much for the sub. 35 months, thank you so much for the support. It's hugely appreciated. Anyone who is on Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to my channel for free. I don't know how, but I'm so terrible at Twitch. Oh, I dropped my mouse. Oh, it's gone miles. Oh, my face. Oh. Okay. Things that are blah, 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 blah. Right. Shred and Ruin. What's the most vulnerable song lyrically on the new album and why? There's quite a few. At Mirror's Speech is probably the most vulnerable. When Mortal Coils Shed as well. Quite a few. All the subject matter is all. I looked this way instead of that way, and in books and films and stuff. Like I didn't. The songs didn't suit singing about demons and hell and war and bleh. So, which song on the new album has the most Adam influence on it? Well, the song Monolith wouldn't exist without Adam because I asked everyone, have you got any riffs? Send riffs over. Let's get something, get a few more tracks going. Adam sent over the main riff for Monolith, and I was like, oh. And I think I said to him, like, oh, what would you want to do with this? And he just said, oh, just go for it, do what you want. So I played along, added some drums to it, and then the next part of it instantly happened after I played along to it. And I sent it to Adam, and I said, would something like this be cool? And he went. So yeah, Monolith is because of Adam. Kebab, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Thank you. Game Control, Neckbrace Dave, Flank and Floof, Lizzie Eyed Prick, and Paw. Thank you so much for those sub gifts. Gift subs thingy. Right, what's next? What was the first riff you've written for the new album? That's technically that's a hard question to answer because one of the songs is an idea from the Five Serpents Teeth era. So it was one of the songs that I was looking through our back catalogue of demos and ideas, and one song titled, the working title stood out to me, and I thought, oh my god, I remember that. So I played it, and I thought, this fits on this album so well. So one song on the new Eval album is technically from Five Serpents Teeth. But the first riff written for the album was the main riff for At Mirror's Speech. It's the first one I made a song and said, this is the vibe, this is what I'm feeling. I remember I showed it to Carl, our friend who texts for us sometimes, and everything, and he just went, "Oh, you have to do something like that. We've never done something like that." So yeah, At Mirror's Speech was the first one. What's your preferred guitar speed BPM? 1 BPM. I would love that one. Just anything really. I don't really have favorite BPMs, although this album was about exploring tempos that we never do. So anything up to 260. 260 plus is where it starts getting a bit Hey, I've read the post about New Eve album on Instagram, and I have a question. It says that the new album won't be focusing on fast stuff. I didn't say it won't be. So is it going to be like South Heaven? There are fast songs on that. Don't worry. Just wait for the album, everyone. Jesus. Look, all I wanted to do on this next album was the polar opposite of Hell Unleashed. And think about it. Hell Unleashed has lots of fast and some slow. I'd just done the opposite. We've made this album for us. If people like it, that's great. If they don't, sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. How much easier or more comfortable were you for vocals on this one? Recording vocals always sort of freaks me out. I was way more comfortable. I can't stress to you how much work I put in to my vocals over the past 2 years. Working with Melissa Cross, spoke to Mark Cardavox a bit, and Sebastian Croteau, like he does monster voices and stuff for video games. Really all helped me out, and I'm still learning. I'm way not there yet. I still have like problems that I need to overcome, but I was way more comfortable. So yeah, I was really happy with my vocals this time. Has the cost of producing a record gotten cheaper over time? Nope. Home recording has gotten a lot easier, cheaper. Yeah, home recording is cheaper, but there's a lot to be said for being in a studio. It's hard to explain without being in it, but there's something happens when you're in a studio in that environment. You're all there and you're creating. It's like working from home or going to the office. It's like if you go into the office, although it's something you enjoy. No, it's a bad example, but being at home and recording an album, it feels too shit. Being in a studio, everything's flowing and the juices are flowing, and it really helps being in a studio. It's just really expensive. If you could work with Fleming again, would you? Yes, if it all lined up, yes, but the logistics of Denmark and the UK and time, family, job, money, it's not that simple. Sorry I'm late. The new song is in C#. Yes, it is. It's just for this song? No, there'll be others in different tunings. More festival dates? Yes, we're getting our agent. Our agent is the singer of Orange Goblin, Ben Ward, really cool guy. He has an agency called Route 1 Booking. He is going to work on the festival for next year now, 2024. We're hoping to get on as many as possible. We can only really do weekends, so as many Saturdays as possible at festivals. I was always mesmerized with not only my own choice, also how others have chosen both genre and the style of music while developing their taste. What was your song, your album, turning that wheel in irreversible direction? The album that turned me onto what I do and what I love was probably... it's a toss-up between And Justice for All, because that I was in high school, that's all I listened to, but also Never Neverland by Annihilator. Also Chaos AD by Sepultura. And Arise. yeah, I'd say those are the ones that really made me like burp, not burp. 8 weeks away. Yes, yes. So it's a folk country thrash album. Oh, I wish. We made this album for us. I always support that kind of creativity. Yes, Ruin, yes. We always have, like, I never read a comment online and think, oh no, he doesn't like it. I better change. It's like, no. Fuck that. We only write stuff that when it's finished or it's in the process, if we enjoy it, it's right. I'm never thinking, oh fuck, all the bullet belts are going to fall off after this one. I don't give a shit. It is what it is. We write what we like. If someone doesn't like it, don't listen to it. If it's not all 100 mile an hour thrash, listen to the album before. That was thrash. If you like slow, heavy shit, listen to some of the stuff on Skull or some of the stuff on 5/7 Teeth. Every album we've done, people have said we've sold out. Every single album, even Hell Unleashed. It doesn't matter. Every song needs to be War of Attrition. Don't hate, but I was hoping that you guys put more effort into the cover art. Yes, I know it's all about the music, but that's my jack shit opinion. I love Evil anyway. Okay, that's your opinion. Eleran captured the meaning of the song and the album very well. Art means things to different people, so I wasn't going for an epic landscapey like metal cover. It was about something really personal to me. As soon as Eleran sent that over, it was exactly what I was looking for. So to me, it's perfect. Which song is the one that was written during 5/7 Teeth? The whole song wasn't written during 5/7 Teeth, but it's the last song on the album. Is it? Hold on, let me play it. Hold on. No, it's the 5th song. It's Sleepless Eyes. But the last song on the album was something I was writing for the second Old Rake solo album that never happened. It was something like a thrash idea that I had that I thought, no, I don't have time for another solo album. Picked it up a bit later and thought, this is an Eval song. Tommy, yeah, my point was more like, if Hell Unleashed was Raining Blood, is the unknown going to be like South of Heaven? Just wait and listen to it. I'm not going to destroy the hype. Just wait and listen through the whole album. Jesus, the chat is really... Right, I need to try and catch up with the chat. Hold on. Home recording is amazing for demoing, but studio is the studio, I find. Yes. Vox were excellent in new song. Your hard work is paying off. Thank you so much, Kebab. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. C sharp tuning, yeah. For a bit slower stuff, C sharp, I love it. I love it. Do you double track everything? Mostly, yes. But sometimes double tracking sounds wrong. I found that I used to double track everything. So we used to do 4 rhythm guitar tracks. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we used to do 4 rhythm guitar tracks, so 2 left and 2 right. Double track all leads, so all my solos were done twice, like on top of each other, which was not an easy feat. But then I found the more I did that, it just started to sound really clinical and like perfect. So I like the vulnerability of certain things. Like the vocals on this new album were only 1 track. I didn't double track anything because I didn't want to. Like it's a very manufactured sound to like double track vocals to me. Is it going to be a bit proggier? I wouldn't say proggier, no. Just wait for the album. No more. Any more questions about what the unknown is going to be like? Wait. How can Hell Unleashed be seen as a sellout? Because some thrash fans see playing thrash as retro thrash, which is popular, and that's selling out. To be popular, they're just trying to be Slayer, selling out to the trend. Like, there's so many angles that people come at us, and other thrash bands. It's just they have nothing better to do. Like, come on. Double track guitar solos just sounds absolutely bananas. Yeah, it wasn't fun. I won't lie. It was not fun. But at the time, because I was a show off, I was like, yeah, fuck it, I can do that. But now I'm much less a fan of double tracking stuff, unless it needs it. Sometimes something just doesn't work on its own, and turning it up is like, it sounds like shit turned up, so double track it, turn it up a bit, fine. Hey, lazy-eyed prick. Manufactured sounds are good, but the real stuff, the really good stuff, it's the small imperfections that make the song soar above others. Yes, I fully agree. I've learned that many times. Sometimes the mistakes and the fluffs are what give it character to me. Like, I hate perfectly tracked guitars. There's some older Evil albums where everything had to be clinically perfect, and it worked, because it's like technical thrash. But no, I have a lot of respect for Load and Reload. If you listen to the rhythm guitars, if you're that way inclined, listen to what's happening on the rhythm guitars. It's not one riff. There's like a riff here, then there's one in the middle that's doing something different, maybe in a different tuning. It's really interesting. I love shit like that. Ugh. Didn't notice the double A. There's a part on Time No More where a standalone rhythm guitar part drags slightly and it sounds great. Yes, I think I know the one you mean, but it was on purpose. Right, I think that's it for a Q&A session. Any more questions? Get them in, and then I'll be putting it up on YouTube. So your question could get featured on youtube.com after the second chorus. Yeah, I know what you mean. How's Matt doing? He's good. He's fine. People ask me quite a lot how Matt's doing, and I think because he's not in the band anymore, people assume it might be a changing situation, but no. He's happy now he's not in the band, to be fully honest. He loved playing on stage, but he's never coming back to music. He might record some stuff, but he hates everything that comes with being in a band apart from playing. Like the waiting around, the traveling, all that stuff. It's not for him. It's not overly for me either, but what are you going to do? Hey, Stu. Yeah, it is a lot. Being in a band is a lot of stress. But it's fun. So, is that everything for questions? Or any more questions? Or shall I stop the recording? See you in Edinburgh. I don't know what happened to my voice then. There's no way physically or mentally I could go on tour. Yes, it's very hard. People think going on tour is just going on tour. You get in a bus and go to gigs. No. Not many bands can afford a bus. Most bands have to be in a van. If you had to pick one song on the new album that's your favourite, which comes to mind? It's either Monolith or... I don't know. Monolith or... Mortal Coils, or maybe Track 9, beginning of the end. Matt doesn't get the credit he probably deserves for his guitar playing simply because you're so insane. No, Matt Lee's a good, yeah. Matt's a great rhythm guitarist. He hates lead guitar. Like he doesn't like doing it. He has a fear of above the 10th fret. He just doesn't. He's like, no, that's not for me. The loading out, yeah. Loading out is great sometimes. There's a venue in Glasgow called the Cat House. It's fine. The loadout's fine. But some nights, they have a club night after. So the usual loadout down the main stairs is a no-no. So you have to load out the fire exit down some metal stairs down the side of the building. And if it's raining, death. Do you remember which guitar parts on Enter the Grave were played by Matt other than the solo one? Wow. All of it. So Enter the Grave was the album where both me and Matt did rhythms. After that, Russ said only one guitarist. So one side. Oh no, we did 4 rhythm guitar parts on Grave. So I'm not sure who's who, but it might have been, as you're looking at the screen, me left, Matt left, me right, Matt right. I can't remember now. God bless the catty. Yeah, it's a good venue. I'm not knocking it at all. Why are lead guitars usually in the left ear? I didn't know they were. I don't know. I usually have them bang in the center, or if it's doubled, a bit out. But yeah, usually center for me. So, right. I think that's going to be it for me tonight.